Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at probability, the third lesson. At this point, we have spoken about the additional law for probability. We have introduced the shading of the Venn diagram. Not so? Right. Calculating probability using a Venn diagram. We're continuing with that idea into this video today as well. This is example 1. Example 1. And this is on page 401. Example 1 on page 401. So here we are told that a company completed a survey with 160 employees to determine the languages they speak other than English. So we know it's going to go into the Venn diagram, so we do the following. We set this up here. Okay. So a company completed a survey with 160 employees. Okay. So in other words, it's 160 in total. Not so. So all these subsets and these subparts and whatever, and the values that doesn't belong to the set, all of those together will add up to 160. Okay. To determine which languages they speak other than English. 93 speaks Zulu. So I put the Zulu is 93. Okay. 75 would speak Afrikaans. So say Afrikaans, let's put A for Afrikaans, 75. And 62 could speak Sesotho. Sesotho is 62. Remember that that part plus that plus that plus that adds up to 62. Can you see that? You all agree? You all understand? We look here. 75. That plus that plus that plus that adds up to 75. You all see that, people? As well as that plus that plus that plus that add up to 93. That's basically what you need to draw from. You all understand? Nobody's confused, no? Okay. Until I ask exactly the same question in the exam. No? There's a different ball game. So, Sesotho is 62. 15 could speak all three languages. So where does a 15 go? In the middle. 15 could speak all three languages. 44 could speak isiZulu and Afrikaans. 44 can speak isiZulu and Afrikaans. So, together that 15 plus this unknown adds up to 44. Do you guys understand? It didn't say that 44 could speak Zulu and Afrikaans only. If it had said 44 can speak Zulu and Afrikaans only, then it would have gone in there. That would have been 44. Does it make sense? But since it said it speaks, 44 of the people speaks isiZulu and Afrikaans. So that 15 is accounted for as well. You all agree with that? So what do I say? It's going to be 44. It's on the side. It's going to be 44 minus 15 gives us 29. So 29 speaks isiZulu and Afrikaans only. You guys understand? Okay. Then 23 could speak Sesotho. 23 could speak Sesotho and Afrikaans. Sesotho and Afrikaans, 23. Which we need to say together, that adds up to 23. You all understand? But of that 23, 15 is accounted for. So you're going to say 23 minus 15 gives us 8. So 8 would speak Sesotho and Afrikaans only. Wanele, you okay? And look here, Michael. Donella. Yes. No? So 8 speaks those 2 languages only. 18 could speak Sesotho only. So where would that 18 go? 18 speaks Sesotho only. So, yeah, you all agree? Yes. 18. Use a Venn diagram to calculate the probability that the employee chosen at random can speak. Okay, so that question is below. But at this point, we can conclude, we can complete this diagram, this Venn diagram. Not so. So let's go with Sesotho. We know it adds up to 62. So it's going to be 62 minus 18 minus 8 minus 15 will give me that answer there. Not so. Why? Because that plus 15 plus 8 plus 18 gives us 62. Does it make sense, people? Right? So let's put in that. So we're going to say 62 minus 18 minus 8 minus 15 gives us 21. Is that correct? 18, 8 and 15. There's an answer 21. Okay. 21 is correct. Then 21 plus 15 plus 29 plus this unknown gives us an answer of 93. You all agree with that? So what do I say? 93. 93 minus 21 minus 15 minus 29. It gives an answer of 28. You all agree with that? Huh? Right? Then we know that 8 plus 15 plus 29 plus this unknown adds up to 75. Okay, which means to say 75 minus 29 minus 15 minus 8 is an answer of 23. So 23 speaks Afrikaans only. You guys agree with that? Alright?
Your attention please, all grade 12s, can you please meet in the quad area?
Then,
all grade 12s to meet in the quad area now during break.
Alright, so now we need to see how many people is lying on the outside. Okay? Which means to say how many people is would not be speaking any of these languages. Which means to say I can say it's 160 minus 75, which all of that add up to minus 28 minus 21 minus 8 would give me what is left on the outside. You all okay with that? Okay. So let's say we'll work it out. So it's 160 minus this whole set here of 75 minus 18 minus 21 minus 28. So instead of 75, I could have said minus 23 minus 8 minus 15 minus 29. Okay? That gives me an answer of 18. Which means to say what? 18 of these people does not speak any of the languages under consideration. Did you see that? So let's answer these questions quickly pertaining to this Venn diagram. The first question says, calculate the probability that the person speaks all 3 languages. So all 3 languages, how many of them are there? 15. So the probability of all 3 languages in consideration would be 15 over 160, which gives me an answer of 15 out of 160. 3 over 32. Correct. B. isiZulu and Sesotho, but not Afrikaans. So See Zulu? Zulu and Sotho, but not Afrikaans. Zulu, so it's going to be that 21. Can you see that before? The probability will be 21 over 160. I think that's in the simplest form. See? None of the languages under consideration. How many of the languages not considered here? 18. So none of the languages. So it's going to be 18 out of 160, which is 9 over 18. D. The Sotho and Afrikaans, but not Zulu. The Sotho and Afrikaans, but not Zulu. So it's going to be 8. So the probability will be 8 out of 160, which is 1 out of 20. And E, Afrikaans only, which is that one there. Afrikaans only. It's going to give you 23 out of. Okay. Understand? With this, you should be able to do the first half of exercise 12.3. You will enjoy the rest of your day and the weekend. Good morning, class.